Arsenal 4, Aston Villa 1, and I was not expecting that type of scoreline today. I was expecting a very tight game. Aston Villa, they won 11 games in a row. They won 11 games in a row. They were 3 points behind us. Things were looking tight, and we came in today, and that first half performance was poor, but that second half, we just blew them away, totally blew them away. Shout out to the team for doing that. It was a fantastic performance in that second half, and we thoroughly deserved the win. I want to shout out Martin Odegaard because I've been very critical of Martin Odegaard. You guys have seen it, but what I noticed about him today was even though the first half, he was putting balls into the box and they weren't good crosses. He had one good cross to Trossard where he took it on the volley and it went right into the Aston Villa defense. But other than that, Odegaard was playing some poor balls over the top, really. And then, you want to see him have more of an impact on the game. And in recent weeks, I've been very critical of him. I thought he could have done a lot more, to be honest. But today, in that second half, I thought it was fantastic. For the second goal, for the Zubamendi goal, to win the ball back in the midfield, to drive with the ball forward, to play a beautiful pass into Zubamendi, who slotted it home easily. That was fantastic. And then after that, he was all over the pitch, all over the field, with the ball, making great passes, keeping things ticking, but also penetrating passes. He had a ball over to Nkapie, and if it wasn't for Nkapie falling over, that could have been another goal. So fantastic. I want to shout out Gabriel Jesus. I'm going to say this right now. I think when Gabriel Jesus is fit, he's a better striker than Gyökeres. And that might ruffle a few feathers, but I genuinely believe that because he comes on and his hold-up play, once again, fantastic. I thought Gyökeres' hold-up play today was good, but Jesus' hold-up play was fantastic. And he scored a peach of a goal, his first touch of the game. Just incredible shot right past Ebi Martinez. Martinez, no chance. I thought Jesus, I think he can be a big piece for us if he can stay fit. I really do believe that. He's been really good coming off of the bench in the last few weeks. So, listen, we want competition for places. We want players who can come in and do a good job and who, when our star man gets subbed off, they can come on and not look out of place. I thought Trossard was fantastic. I know they gave man of the match to Gabriel. I would have given it to Trossard personally. He took his goal extremely well. It was a fantastic finish. And I felt like in the first half he was our only outlet, really. Normally it's Saka, but today it was Trossard, who was all over the pitch. All over that left-hand side, I should say, creating opportunities, finding space, getting past defenders, putting balls into the box. He was our only outlet in a rough watch in the first half where we only had one shot on target. But in the second half, he, along with the rest of the team, just came to life. Fantastic goal that he had. And to me, he was my man of the match. Gabriel came back into the team. Fantastic performance today. Fantastic performance. He is one of our most important players. I thought he was superb. Defensively, he's so strong. And you saw when he went off, Aston Villa scored. When he went off. And they really should have had another one. McGinn with a shot that went right at David Raya from about 2 inches out when Raya was halfway across the goal. So you see how important he is to our defense. He is a fantastic defender, and he got the opening goal. And, he got the opening goal. It was a scruffy goal from a corner. Saka puts a ball in, beautiful ball into the box on a sixpence. And then Gabriel rises over Emi Martinez and slots it in to make it 1-0. Obviously, Zubamendi made it 2, Trossard made it 3, and Jesus made it 4. But all-around good performance. I was worried about Declan Rice being out. When I heard that news that Declan Rice was out, I genuinely thought about making a video because I was like, oh, shit. Here is probably our most important player, the one player that we can't replace in the team, out for the game. How is Mikel Merino going to do when he steps in? And to be honest, he wasn't Declan Rice. Nobody in this team is Declan Rice. But he stepped in and he did a job. He got booked. I felt like there was a challenge in the second half where he could have got sent off, where he dragged somebody down by the arm. He could have got sent off for that. So he had to be careful. And I liked Arteta's substitution, taking him off the pitch, bringing on Norgard. But I thought Merino did a serviceable job today. I thought Zubamendi was class, mate. Zubamendi, he's been a fantastic signing for us. I'm trying to think of all the signings that we've made. Hincapié, Mosquera, Zubamendi, Norgard, Gyökeres, Madueke, and then Kepa, obviously. But I think Zubamendi has been our best signing this season. I really think he has. He has slotted into that Thomas Partey role and been fantastic. He doesn't look out of place in that team at all. He's great on the ball. Defensively, he's always solid. He's never caught out of position. And then on the ball, he's fantastic. There was an opportunity. I forgot about this team goal. It was Jesus' fourth goal, but it really started from the back. It started from the back. The ball goes to Zubamendi. He chests it down, runs into space, plays Trossard, and then Trossard with an assist found Jesus for the goal. Fantastic. You know, Zubamendi is really key for us. So shout out to Zubamendi. That's kind of it for this match reaction. I do want to touch on Brighton because I didn't make a video for the Brighton game. Sorry about that. I didn't wake up in time. I really should have. It was 9 o'clock. It was a 9 a.m. kickoff. I really should have woke up in time for that, but I didn't. So I watched the game the following day. And what I would say about Brighton is I felt like we were in control. We were in control until they scored the goal. And then after they scored the goal, it was just mayhem. It was just mayhem after that. David Raya made a world-class save to keep us 2 points clear. And, we ended up winning that game, and that was an important win for us. But, what I didn't like in that Brighton game was how we can go 2-0 up and then sit back. We can go 2-0 up and then not continue applying pressure. We don't have to be reckless, but we also don't have to sit in 2 banks of 4 either and defend. And when it was 2-1, it was the same thing. It's like, no, let's get the third. Let's kill this game off. We don't want any tomfoolery happening in our own box. We just don't want that. So, the team won against Brighton and the team with the fantastic performance today. So shout out to the team. A few big results recently: Everton, Brighton, and now Aston Villa. And we go into Bournemouth on Saturday. So let's keep it moving, guys. Please like the video, subscribe to the channel. If you're new, leave a comment. Let me know what you think. And I'll catch you guys in the play ratings. I'm about to head inside for the play ratings. It is cold as shit out here. I'll catch you guys later. Peace.